Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tiwaloluwa. I'm an Imperial College Business School student, and in this video I'll be talking about how I got my UK Tier 4 student visa in 3 days. Yes, you heard me right, 3 days. If you're on my WhatsApp, you probably already know that I've recorded this video before. I edited it and everything. It was just like remaining to export it, and somehow I lost it. I lost all the videos, so I have to record it again. And so this is me recording it again. Today is the 20th of October, and if you're Nigerian, you probably already know, like, today is the day that we remember the NSAS protesters that were killed last year. And so, like, I'd planned something else entirely for today. I mean, I have a whole calendar of the things I'm meant to read and get ready for today, but somehow I just cannot get my mind off last year and how it felt. And so I'm like, okay, let me just do a video that would just kind of distract me and stuff. So this is kind of a very spontaneous video. That's why I look like this. However, in this video I'll just be running you through my process, exactly what I did, exactly what I think made me get my visa on time, if that's a thing, and then how you can also do it. Do you get my point? So if it's a video you want to watch, please watch to the end and subscribe to my channel, like this video and share with your friends. Before we get on, there are a couple of things I'll be saying in this video, like UKVI, TLS, and I'm just going to give like their meanings, right, as I go along. I did my TB test. So one of the things that you need to do if you want to come to the UK to study is you need to do a TB test. A TB test is a test that if you want to travel to the UK for more than 6 months, you need to do. There are only 2 centers that do it in Nigeria, and one center is in Abuja, another is in Lagos. And even if you are like in Benin Republic, you need to come to Nigeria to do the test. So you can already imagine how crowded it would be. It was when I went to do my TB test I realized that everybody's going to the UK. Anyway, that's like very, very important. So do it on time. It can frustrate you. Do it on time. That test lasts for 6 months, I believe. And so 6 months before your UK visa application. So if you're going to apply in maybe July, you can do it like as far back as February. Just get it out of the way. I'll probably leave the link to the IOM. IOM is the center that does the test, because you can't just do it in any private hospital. It has to be done at IOM, because they will give you a certificate that is recognized by the UK, and typically should take a day. So if you go there in the morning, just do that for the rest of the day. That's what you'll be doing. Right, once you get a certificate and that's out of the way, that's good. So first process, do your TB test. It costs about 54k, if I remember correctly, 54,000 naira, if I remember correctly, for an adult. Once that's done, the next thing I think is important is your proof of funds. This thing that I'm telling you is free of charge. Don't let agents collect money from you. You don't need an agent with your UK visa. It's very easy to get your UK visa. In my own opinion, you can do it by yourself. Don't go and pay an agent. If you want to pay agents, come and pay me. I will help you to do it. Anyway, I'm just joking, right? It's very easy to get your UK visa. Please don't spend so much money, because the price is already expensive. Like I was saying before, you need your proof of funds. You need to prove that you have money to sustain yourself. So in the UK, they basically have divided the UK into 2 segments in terms of proof of funds. So if you live in London, or if you're going to be living in London, that means your school is in London, you need to prove that you have £12,006 as living cost for the duration of your course. I'm not sure how much it is for if you stay outside London, but I think it's a little cheaper than that, maybe 11,000 plus, I'm not sure. You need to prove that you have £12,006 if you're in London, or if you're going to be in London. Your CAS is basically a document that your school will prepare and send to UKVI by themselves, and also it will be issued to you. Your CAS shows the name of your course, the level your course is, the official start date, the official end date, and then how much you have paid towards your tuition, and how much more you need to pay. Right? That's like basically what your CAS should contain. If, for instance, let me give a scenario. Let's say your tuition is £20,000, and your school says on your CAS that you have paid £12,000. So that means invariably you need to show the UKVI that you need to pay £8,000 more in tuition, and you have that money, right? they will need to see that you have £8,000 as well as £12,006. So that means you need to show the UK VI. The UK VI just means the UK Visa and Immigration. You need to show the UK VI that you have £20,006. Do you get? I think the good thing about this is the UK VI obviously will not use the Nigerian black market rate. They use the Oanda rate. Oanda is oando.com. The website is pretty easy. You just try to go there yourself and see how much it should be in naira. Take for instance, I've not done the calculation. Let's just take for example that the £20,000 that you need to show is about say 15 million in naira. That means they want to see 15 million in your bank accounts while you're processing or while you apply for your visa, right? There are claims that they call the bank to verify your bank statements. I'm not sure of that. It's possible, it's likely, but I don't know. Okay, so proof of fund, obviously you need to show that you have proof of funds for 28 consecutive days. So that means it includes Saturdays and Sundays in your bank account. I would say that to get like your visa easily, just put the money in an account that is in your name and not just any random account. So they do not take bank statements from your boyfriend or from your sister or your uncle. It's either in your parents' account. That means you need to show that they're your sponsors, the birth certificate and whatnot, which is I think is really hard. If they're your parents, let them just put the money in your account that bears your name. Try to use the accounts, do things with the account. Let the accounts be the account that works, that looks like it works, right? Just for safety and whatnot, right? Once your proof of fund is in the bank, you can then go to the gov.uk website to start to fill out your Tier 4 student visa application form. The form is really easy. It's really just like, what's your name, where would you stay, when do you want to arrive, all those like basic things. And the good thing is, if you don't know the answer to one, you can save the form and then come back to continue later. So that was what I pretty much did in my case. As at the middle of July, I started my proof of funds, and then I started filling like the gov.uk website form, which took me like, it was very easy. I just saved it and then came back when I had answers to whatever question that they asked me, and then I saved it again. Like you can go back on and on to fill and then save it again. This is for people that are self-sponsored. I don't know for people that are maybe shivering and stuff. I don't know what the process is like. This is because I'm self-sponsored. That is the process that I followed. My visa application was pretty much late, and so I needed to like get it fast. I bought my tickets for my UK travel back in May because it was getting expensive, and I know that by the time summer starts, oh my mercy. So I said, okay, let me buy tickets down. So I bought it. No, actually I bought it in June, before my TV test, I believe. I bought it in June, and I bought it for the end of August. Like, okay, at least pata I will get my visa at the end of August. By the time I was doing my application, it was already like August, second week in August, meeting my visa, and I have flight dates. It was crazy. So why did it take so long? Was because I was waiting for my scholarship results, and when that didn't pull through, that was when I started my proof of fund. Don't be like me, start on time. My proof of fund was ready on August the 11th, and then I didn't use an agent, but I also got information from people that had done or are in the process or have gotten their visas ahead of me. I followed Chidera Peters on Instagram as well as here on YouTube, and so she has a community called the CP community that has a Telegram group that was very, very helpful. You can join the group, ask them questions, they will answer you. People that have done it before will come share their testimony. So people that got like their visas will come and say, oh, I applied for my visa on so date, they called me to come collect it on so date, and this was what I did between that and all of that. So which was very helpful for me. So that was pretty much what I did. After my TB test, I knew that Lagos was a bad option because it was so crowded, it was so slow, it was just frustrating. And as a baby girl, I don't like stress. So I like from that group chat, I did saw that people in Abuja were collecting their visa very early, like 3 days, visa till ready. I'm jumping the gun. Let me take it slow. So by the time my proof of fund was in the bank, I started filling out the gov.uk website application form. So you can start filling out your application form on the gov.uk website before you even apply. You can save your progress and come back to it later, which was exactly what I did. I saved all the, like, what they're asking is just simple. What's your name? What's your mother's name? When last did you travel? And all that simple stuff. It was really easy. So I saved all of that to the point where I needed to pay. So I just stopped there, and then I continued the day that I got my bank statement. My bank statement was ready on August 11th, and by the time like August 7th, I already saw that Abuja is a better option for me because I had a flight day coming up, and I could not wait in Lagos and let them be doing rada with my visa. So I booked a flight. Initially, I was going to use the UK Visa Application Center at VI, which would cost me about £55. So I booked a flight for August 11th. So I went to the bank on August 11th, the morning of August 11th. I printed out my bank statement. Once I'd done that, I just carried my bag. Okay, yeah, obviously, I paid for the visa thing. Now, that brings me to the matter of payments. For you to get a visa, it's very expensive. Apart from proof of fund, you need to pay for something called IHS. IHS is just like an health insurance that you need to pay to the UK, and so that when you as a student, you can go to the hospital and you don't need to pay anything. It's just like insurance for your health. It costs £705. That's the reason why I'm moving this part, so that I can look at how much it costs. It costs £705 for the health insurance thing, as well as the fact that your visa application, which is your standard visa application, will cost you it will cost you $501. So visa application is in dollars, while your IHS and whatnot is in pounds. So £705 for IHS for if you are doing a 1-year masters. If you are doing 2 years, just multiply 705 by 2, and obviously your visa application fee is $501. And you need to pay all that from Nigeria. You can't do that from your Naira card because your Naira has limitations. It has limitations to how much you can really spend. So you need to have a DOM account. So like I said in my video about FX and stuff, you need to have a DOM account and have a card that is working. And then buy black market. You need to buy black market for this purpose because you need to pay dollars and pounds. But in my own case, my brother paid for me from the US, so I didn't need to pay from Nigeria. Once he's done all of that, he paid for me on that morning of August 11th. I uploaded all the documents I needed to upload on TLS. So once I've paid my visa application fee on UKVI website, they will redirect me to the TLS website where I'm now meant to upload all my documents. I uploaded all my documents. I went to my house, picked up my bag, did a photocopy of all the things that they said they wanted me to do, and then I went to the airport. Talking about documents that you need to upload, I'm going to list them out now. On TLS, as your studies evidence, you need to upload your university transcript. That's the transcript from your undergrad. You need to upload your university degree certificates. You need to upload your CAS letter and your English test, if applicable. So on your CAS, your school probably have told UKVI that, oh, we took an IELTS test from these students and stuff, and maybe you need to upload those documents. But for me, I didn't, like Imperial did not take any test from me, or rather they used my WIAC English as evidence that I am proficient in English language. So they told the UKVI in my class that they didn't need to take any English letter from me. Next, you need your TB test, which you should have done by now. You would also need your international passport because they will not put your visa on your head. You also need your personal bank statement. This bank statement is very important. So I did it from my own personal account, right? And you try to use your accounts so that, it looks solid and all that stuff. At the time I used GTB, like I mentioned in my video before, and it was my normal account. So by the time I printed my bank statement, it was like 10 pages. I'm like, Kenny Moshilori account. It was a lot. So I uploaded it for 28 days. Then I uploaded that document. I uploaded all of these documents on TLS website, and that was pretty much what I needed. They sent me an appointment, or you can book for an appointment on the TLS website. Once you are booked for an appointment, you can then print out, or you should print out the first page of that appointment email and take it along for your biometrics. So the reason or the purpose of TLS is to take your biometrics on behalf of UKVI. which was what I was going to go do in Abuja. So I got to the airport for a 1 p.m. flight, if I remember correctly. And in my mind, I'm like, well, I'll land in Abuja before they close, and I'll just go there and do my biometrics. But trust Nigerian Airlines. Oh, mama disappoints. Anyway, we didn't take off on time. By the time we landed, it was just wasting time. I booked an Uber and told the guy to drive fast, that I have an appointment to catch. And this guy was saying me that he's driving fast. I trust Lagos drivers. More trust one. And Abuja driver, nonsense. He was just driving slowly. There was nothing on the road. There was no traffic. This was just doing rubbish. Anyway, I missed that appointment. Although it was not exactly an appointment, right? The appointment I got was for the next week, I believe. But with the TLS, the good thing is, if you have money, you can walk in. Walk in means, maybe I have an appointment for next week and I want to do my biometrics today. Just go to the office, carry 45,000 naira, give it to them by card, because they don't take transfer or cash. Give it to them and they will let you do your biometrics. Easy and simple. Life is easy if you have money. Oh my god, I'm paying too much. Anyway, that was my plan. I wanted to do that, but they had closed on the Wednesday that I arrived. So I had to go. I'd planned anyway to stay in Abuja for a week. So I'd planned Wednesday to Wednesday that I would just wait and collect my passport. So I went to my hotel at Asokoro. I stayed at Asokoro at the time. It was one very nice hotel inside the military headquarters. Then on Thursday morning, I went very early. 7 a.m. Let me get there. By the time I got there, maybe I met like 5 people at like 7:30. Abuja people, they are very chill people. They don't like stress. I just waited there. I think about 8:30 they came to us and said, oh, if you want to walk in, just stay on one line. We're not many, because Lagos people, hey, if you see crowd, people got there like 4 a.m. or they get there like 4 a.m. and the crowd is unbearable. And I'm like, nah, that life is not my life. It's wasting time. I don't have time. All this thing I'm saying was already like second week in August, and I had the flight to catch the following week, so I didn't have time. So when that was done, I walked in. It took the whole process took about an hour. It was nothing serious, but at the very beginning, like at the beginning of the line of the process, they will ask you if you want to come and pick up your passport, or if you want to let courier send it to you, or like DHL deliver to you wherever you are. And I told the guy like, oh, don't worry, I'll come and pick it up. I already have a flight for the next week. And this guy is like, you need to count 5 days starting from tomorrow. That means I need to count 5 days starting from Friday. 5 working days, I mean. By the time I counted 5 working days, that means it was going to be like Thursday. So I'm like, it makes sense. So I paid 8,000 naira for DHL to come deliver to me in Lagos, right? I paid that 8K. I'm like, okay, don't worry. I'll just go back to Lagos today instead of waiting 7 days in Abuja and spending my birthday there, because it was my birthday week as well. So I did the whole process. They would give you your DHL tracking number. Collect it. Oh, very important. Then you do your thumbprint. They'll take a picture of your face and all that stuff. In 1 hour, you are done. Very easy and quiet. Once I was done with that, I called my airline like, oh, yo, I want to change my flight. I want to go to Lagos today. And they're like, well, I should come to the airport and then change it. So I went to the hotel, picked up my bags, and then I went back to the airport. I got a flight for evening, so I waited in the airport for very long. I ate and all that stuff. So I got back to Lagos that same day. By the time I got back to Lagos, I was now checking. So you can track your application, your visa application, and see the process. You can track it on the TLS website. And TLS also has an application you can download or do. That application is a very useless thing. The website is better. So on the website, you will see something like this. I don't know if you guys can see it. The first line says biometric enrollment done. You should tick done. I mean, you're already done with your biometrics. You should then say, the next line says application transferred to DMC. On Thursday, the Thursday that I did my biometrics, it was already transferred to DMC. DMC means decision making center. Decision making center means the UK VI. They're the ones that will decide on your visa. Sure you get. So they already got my application that day. As of Friday morning, the part that says application received by DMC was also ticked green. So I was really like open, like things are going to pull through soon and all that stuff, which was Friday. So on Monday, which was my birthday at the time, I believe, yeah, it was Monday. I was very anxious and all that stuff. By Wednesday, I picked up my phone. I called UKVI. Hello, how far, God, where's my visa? Obviously, that was not what I said. I said, oh, hi, my name is Tiwa. This is my visa application reference number. Please, I want to ask about the progress. And they're like, oh, you should have gotten your an email. Your visa has been decided, or your decision has been made on your visa yesterday, which was Tuesday. So that means it took them Friday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 days to get my visa to me. However, with the UK, because obviously it's an online application and all that stuff, you can't really tell if your visa was approved or denied. Sure you get. So I needed to wait till I saw the visa, till I saw my passport physically. So on this checklist like thing, immediately, I think it was Wednesday evening, they marked the application transfer to VAC. VAC means Visa Application Center, which is in short TLS. So that means my passport was back to TLS. By Thursday morning, DHL had picked up, and then TLS sent me an email like, oh, your passport is ready for collection. And so DHL has picked up. So I was just tracking on DHL website. DHL told me that estimated deliveries on Monday, because they picked up in Abuja on Thursday. So I'm like, okay, no problem. Then Friday, I called DHL because I wanted to go on Friday. I called DHL and said, hello, people are going to deliver this thing today. I'll be Monday. They said Monday. So I went out. I just said, let me check my DHL website again to even see if it's a passport midday. And that's what they said that dispatch was bringing it to my house. But people told me Monday. So I just picked up my bag. Uber, go. So I was on my way home when the dispatch guy called me and said, oh, he was in front of my house. I'm like, I'm not home. Can you give someone? He's like, yeah, sure, you can give someone. So I just sent someone to pick it up for me outside, and he did pick up. He gave the person no signature, did everything nice. When I got to the minute I saw my DHL, I tore the bag like this. I opened my passport, like I was skimming through. We already saw a paper inside the DHL bag thing. So I was already guessing like they gave me. I didn't check the paper. I was checking my passport. And when I opened my passport, I saw my visa on it. And I'm like, we going to the UK, okay? So the day I got my passport back was on Friday. Are you guys seeing my progression? I went to Abuja on Thursday. I went to Abuja on Wednesday. I did my biometrics on Thursday. The visa was approved on Tuesday. It's valid from that Tuesday. It was delivered to me in Lagos on Friday, and I was traveling on Saturday. So with all that done, the following week, I resigned from my job. I went to drop my laptop. I made my hair. I made my nails. Everything looking flick and nice. And I traveled on Saturday. Fiam. No. Poo. Anyway, I'm playing too much. I probably insert some clips like when I traveled and all that stuff. I put at the end of this video. I'll tell you, people will be saying, oh, it's so cold. When I go to the airport, people were wearing jackets. If we were in Nigeria, they were wearing puffer. I say, kilo shele bolelo. When I got to the UK, it was not cold. I don't know if it was me. I believe it was the weather. But it was not cold. I don't wear sweater because I wore round neck to travel, and even when I landed in Heathrow, I still wore round neck. Nothing was wrong. It was not exactly cold. So people get by the way, I forgot to tell you. The reason why I got that visa in 3 days was because I paid for priority service. Priority service is a service that how do I put it? It's a service that TLS offers. So they can, tell you that okay, if you are in a hurry, you can either do the standard, which is the $501 you've paid, and it comes out, your visa or your passport, should come out in about 15 working days, or you can pay for priority service. Priority service means your passport will be back to you in about 3 to 5 working days, which was what I paid for. It cost me £220 to do that service because I didn't have time on my ends. And then there's something called super priority. I don't know how much that one is, but it's very expensive. But your passport will come out the next working day. Yeah, perfect, but it's very expensive. So in short, I'll just list out the costs. I paid for TB test, which was 54,000 or something like that. I paid for IHS £705. I paid for the visa application itself. I paid $501. I paid for priority service. It was £220. What else did I pay? I paid for walking 45,000, and I paid Korea 8,000 naira. Then that's aside my travel cost. I mean, I flew to Abuja, I lodged in an hotel and all that stuff. So that aside, you people can do the calculation. So when I'm telling you that it's expensive, so just prepare like that amount. And I think one of the advice I'd give you is try to apply early, so that all these working costs or Korea or priority visa, you won't have to pay all of that. Just try to apply early as you can. That being said, I hope this video helps you. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section. I might be able to answer that. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with your friends, okay? So that they can come to the UK too, and they can have a good life. You guys, thank you so much. It felt very good chatting with you guys today. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. Till I see you again in my next video. Bye.